What's up, everybody? Now, make sure I won't miss anybody. I was pretty early to actually go over to that chat and make sure that I have it marked on to the live chat and not the top chat. Because I feel like that gets me every single live stream. So today's going to be a new day. But yeah, essentially, go ahead and drop questions to the right side. Let me know if you want them to be answered via tarot card, or if you're looking for more of a yes or no with a pendulum. And yeah, don't be shy. If you want to say hello, say something. Hey Taylor, what's up? How are you? How's your night going? But yeah, I figured we hang out until midnight or so in my time zone, which is going to be a good hour and some change. Good, watching a lot of videos on Pisces for the month of July. I took a break from cleaning. You see anything cool? Anything stand out? Then cross-watch Libra, my first time cross-watching. Yeah, it's really, really fun, especially when you want to just find out a little bit of like hidden intel. It's funny, pendulum readings earlier, and it was really intense. Like, I felt like my energy was just being drained way faster. It was a way more direct connection, but I'm like, yeah, I might have to work back up my endurance. Hey, Bows and Bubbles, what's up? I was just talking about the last live stream that I did. I found my pendulum, so I started to do some intuitive answers, but it's weird. I feel like it really drained me of a lot of energy. It's like, I don't know. But at the same time, I felt drawn, like I had to come to you guys. Like, you guys are like the way that I kind of like ring in the night, you know what I mean? Oh, don't worry about it. Like, you didn't miss anything at all. It's available to see if you want to see just like the change, because it was more so like my first time doing that. Let's see, since you missed it, I'll try to do pendulum for you now. Do you see anyone coming toward me in love life? So the weird thing is, like, it'll go right if it's yes, left if it's no. Sometimes it'll stand still if there's no answer, or if the question is just like too much, meaning like some people ask really unnecessary questions. But I'll see what I get. Do you see anyone coming toward me in love life? So I do, but it's gonna be a really, really like gradual build. It's not gonna be anything that's like super, super intense. Like, I feel like you're gonna meet someone kind of like more so in passing, and by meeting them in passing, I mean like very, very short. Oh, and it's moving more. Okay. But I mean, it's kind of like when you bump into someone at the gas station and like you both drop your wallets and then like you kind of lock eyes, like one of those situations. But definitely, I do see like love coming, but you need to be aware and you need to keep your eyes open because it can definitely come from a place that's like not so typical. You know what I mean? Like it could definitely be something that you could easily overlook. But I think the answer is yes. And yeah, I do think it's someone new. Like I said, I think it's going to be a situation where you literally like bump into someone. You're like, oh, like you're cute. Didn't mean to drop your wallet though. You know? Taylor Jones. Am I making and saving more money throughout July? Yes or no? Hello, Goddess. Hey, Positive Vibes. I see you guys on there. I see your questions. Stay locked. I almost want to say, like, grab a good snack. But, yeah. Yeah, Taylor, I see you saving money. It's going to be, like, a medium-sized grind. Like, it's not going to be as hard as you think it is to save the money. But it's just you making active choices to not indulge or overindulge in the conveniences of life. You know what I mean? I actually was just having this conversation with a friend about like them cutting their relationship with DoorDash because it was just like eating into so much of their money. Let's see. I see like so many people hopping in the chat. What's up, Brianna? What's up, Chill Bill? What's up? Welcome. I actually don't think I've met you, so yeah. Nice to meet you. My name's Azrael Vicious. Welcome to my Chill Out Little Lounge. We do tarot, we do pendulums, we have a good time here, so don't be shy in the chat. I will get to your questions, and you guys don't forget to thumbs up as you actually get your questions answered. Hi, will me and Dimitri ever move to Florida together in the future? Let's do it. So if it swings right, I usually think it's a yes. If it swings left, I'd say it's a no. And I feel like it's a slow yes. I like to pay attention to the way that this like either slowly builds or loses momentum. So it's a yes, but it's a yes after a little bit of sacrifice, a little bit of saving, a little bit of adulting, if you will, you know? I feel like that's what's going to be most essential in you guys getting to the point that you really want to get to. If you guys can both put aside the correct amount to the point where you guys literally just have a comfortable cushion, I think all will be well, you know? But I would definitely say just plan ahead and put aside more than you even think that you'll need, because it will come in handy. Okay. Was the dream I had last night a premonition? Funny that you say that, Brittany. I've been having crazy dreams too, me and my boyfriend. We've both been going through it lately as far as the dream sector of life. Oh yeah, anytime. Don't forget to thumbs up Positive Vibes. So yeah, I feel like the two of you will actually get some time together. A lot of emotion though. Sometimes, I don't know if like in the past things have been kind of wild, because this thing's like swinging, but yeah, I get wild energy, so I don't know if this person's like crazy spontaneous or really hard to capture, but in general I feel like you guys can make it work, but it's about meeting in the middle. But yeah, I feel like that's what higher self wants you to know. I love that. Pendulum, will I be traveling in July? Yes or no? So I think it's a yes, but I feel like this is like this is a long planned trip, like something that you've really, really wanted for a while, or maybe you've talked to close friends about it. I don't think you've necessarily said it out loud on like social media or anything, but I think you definitely said it to the people who matter to you, and it's a trip well deserved. So what I would do is really enjoy every moment of it, from the moment that like you're on your way in transition to the place. So whether you're driving, flying, whatever, like definitely take in and smell the roses the entire time because it's a well-deserved vacation. How can we ask the pendulum if Indy will talk time this week? So you want to know if Andy will reach out this week. I think it's a no. But the only reason I feel like it's a no is because I don't know essentially the history of the two of you. But it feels like there's resistance in regards to feelings or past experiences. Or like there's a chip on his shoulder, you know what I mean? So I already did, Brianna. You gotta rewind it. But yeah, I don't see Indy reaching out this week, but once again, I think it's over hurt feelings. I don't think it's necessarily anything that has to do with you being guilty in the moment. It's past feelings, not present feelings. You know what I mean? It's like he's working through something. Perfect, Brianna. It was before I answered Goddess's question. I saw it the first time, so I got it in there. So it should be pretty easy to find. It shouldn't be that far back. Is my relationship with Zion going to get stronger and better overall starting soon? You guys really love these yes and no questions, huh? I didn't know. I guess I needed to get a pendulum a long time ago. It seems like everyone's like super into it. So Taylor Jones, I feel like it's like a reluctant yes. Like, it'll get better, but it's about the footing that you put it on. I feel like both of you are... It's like when you want to race somebody and you guys count to 3 and someone starts fidgeting, like you guys want to make sure the other one doesn't fidget first. It's like that. I'm unsure if the person is like serious or not. And I don't know why that's like the vibe that I'm really picking up on. But I feel like you have to take on your 50%. Like you need to put forth energy and see if he matches it. If he does, then proceed forward. Will we be going to Cali in October? Taylor Jones. It's like yes, but with conditions. Like, you can gain the momentum and make it work, but I think you need to iron out the plan. Like, who's driving? Who's putting in gas? Where are you guys gonna stay? Like, it's like it feels like the planning hasn't necessarily gone down yet, and that is what's making it seem unsure. But I feel like it's a yes if you guys can put your heads together. Hello. Hey, Phantom Pump. Nice to meet you. I do believe this is the first time that we've met. My name's Azrael Vicious. Nice to meet you. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell, and thumbs up if I answer your question. But I'm on your question, so yeah. May I have a charity on who's coming my way in the near future? I got ya. So let's focus on Phantom Pump. Who's coming my way in the future? And you got number 8. No, 13. The other existence. other world as a dark mirror of the material world, radical transformation, psychic purification, complete revolution of a way of being. So the indicator of who it is when they do enter your life is that they're going to be someone who feels almost alien to you in a lot of ways. Like they're going to be very much someone who's kind of like salt of the earth. They're going to literally do what they want to do. They're not going to care so much about money or status. They're just going to be someone who kind of like walks their own path in a lot of ways. And I just feel that like very, very strong, independent woman who doesn't necessarily need a man, but would like one. You know what I mean? It's all about like creating that balance and making both of your lives fit and making it also to where your relationships ease the stresses of life. But yeah. Right? What's not to love about someone who's like I always say, two people with filled cups, that's a merger. That's what you want for marriage. I always say you don't want to really get married until both cups are full, because then the other person's looking for you to pour into them the entire time as opposed to being together in celebration. Let's see. Pendulum, should I leave my insurance stuff off my resume or lie about the experience to make it look like a stable experience? So, right will be if you should leave it off. Left should be if you should lie and make the experience more stable. I feel like it's not answering. I think it's because you're debating if you should be dishonest. And Spirit doesn't like that. Sorry. Oh, that is hilarious. Yeah, these things have a mind of their own. Will Dimitri end up taking full custody of his son in the future? Positive vibes only. So it's going to be a slow start that feels like obligation initially, but at some point his sense of value will be something that's tied to his relationship to being a father. And I think once those two connect and those two things are synonymous, he's going to be more willing to be there 100% of the time. Hey, Nabrisha, welcome back. Yeah, you're home. But yeah, I think that's the key to that guy. Wow, yes, loving the pendulum. I'm not going to sleep on this life tonight. Nice, love independent women, strong and not clingy. Exactly. It's like someone who enjoys your company, Phantom, but at the same time, they don't overstay their welcome. It's like right when you think you get tired of them, they're like you wake up and they're gone kind of vibe. It's like they're almost magical. Does Aaron miss me? No communication at the moment from him. I'm getting like a really strong vibe off of this one. Honestly, I think he does miss you, but it feels like he's fighting it. Like he wants to communicate, but at the same time, I feel like it's a lot, you know what I mean? I think he probably has hurt feelings over the last conversation the two of you had. I'm not sure if it was like itchy or uncomfortable, but kind of seems like it. Thanks for the... Oh yeah, anytime, Phantom. Feel free to like chill out, chat, have a good time. Like the people to your like up and down or above and below are super sweet. Like some of the nicest people. Like if you're having a good day, bad day, doesn't matter, they will talk to you. So it's amazing here. And that's really the whole point of this, is like a place for you guys to kind of come and like lounge out, you know? And I think that's why I started to add like Chill Out Lounge to the title, just so people can get an idea of like, it's a little different than the typical stream, you know? Pendulum, am I moving soon, like before November of this year? Yeah, but it's gonna be a challenge. Like, I feel like you're gonna feel like, okay, I don't want to say it in a way that sounds disrespectful, but I feel like you're gonna be like feeling like you're a big girl. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is your first time moving out, but it very much feels like a very, very strong sense of accomplishment in doing so. You know what I mean? But it's very possible, but you have to grow into yourself. Is Warren seeing someone? Now, I don't know if it'll answer this because it is like, it could be tied to you, but it also could be a little distant since it's about someone else. Yeah, not getting an answer. It's not giving me anything either way. Yeah, I don't think I can give you an answer to that. Will H be spying on me today as well? Is this the same person who, like, you felt like they were, like, driving by your house? Like, happily ever after. Quick, close the curtains and turn off the lights. Oh no, yeah. He's gonna still be looking. It's just, he's on that low, slow creep kind of vibe, you know? When you turn the music down and you go right before you need to use your lights so you don't bring no attention. Like that 6:30, 7:30 creep before the sun go down. And I don't know why that's like literally standing out, but I feel like if you get an inkling around that time to check your window, you might just be surprised. All right, Nabrisha, you and these war questions. This is gonna be the last one. I'm putting it on ice, girl, because I get tired, like energetically pulling on the same people. But I got you this time. But it's on ice. Just to stir up some emotion. Like, I don't know if he was upset, but it seems like he wants to have a passionate conversation. But I don't necessarily feel positive passion. It sounds like fury. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's someone who like blames you for a lot of stuff when things don't go right, but that's like what I feel. So, a little scary. I mean, like I said, it could be passion in the other direction, but I don't know. The vibe I get is like a little bit more controlling. Hi, I want to know. I don't necessarily know that. Like, that's not like that's like interfering a little bit with a little bit of with destiny in a weird way, you know? Like, I don't want it to be odd. Can you tell me the differences between a twin flame or soulmate, or is there no difference? The main difference is that with the twin flame, it's meant to be an experience or a catalyst or change. Some people stay with their twin flames, but I don't necessarily think I could have ever done it, just because in a lot of ways, like, it's a taxing relationship. You're gonna sit there and deal with someone who literally is your mirror. So, like, I always use the example of your comforts being their triggers and vice versa. So the things that they're comfortable with make you super uncomfortable. The things that are natural to you make them super uncomfortable. And it's like one of those things that, like, you don't really notice it until you're already in the relationship. And it's like, with soulmates, it's like soulmates can be best friends, they can be your mom, your dad, they can be, then there's like karmic relationships, which I think are the end all be all to your typical twin flame excursion, because with with karmic relationships, I feel like they almost like come around to put the bow on your entire situation. It's like after you've learned your lessons and lick your wounds, you get your reward kind of thing. Can you tell me the diff? Got that. Pendulum, when I wake up at 5 a.m., is that Aaron's energy that you're feeling? Brianna 1111. Yeah, it is. Especially if it feels warm or comforting, almost like in a golden hue. But yeah, it's almost, I see like a glow, you know what I mean? You would know based upon your history with that person. The twin flame sometimes can teach you great lessons, Taylor, but at the same time, they can put themselves in a place where you can't be cool with them. It's like they test you to the point of either you're gonna disregard how you feel or you're gonna ultimately find your voice. So I think that's the difference in how you know. But for me, twin flame was just a catalyst of what I could and could not handle on this earth plane, like the things I could and could not put up with. But yeah, did I hurt her feelings with what I said about the cooking thing? Let's see how she felt about it. Not necessarily. Like, it kind of puts a little bit of a kink in her armor about things as far as her feeling domestically proud, but she can get better with time, you know what I mean? It's not anything where she has to take it to heart that you didn't like one thing that she made. There's hope for the future, and there's luckily 3 meals in a day, so there's plenty of times to redeem that meal, you know what I mean? Hey, Heaven Brooke, welcome in. I don't know if we've met before, but my name's Azrael. Nice to meet you. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, and chill out with all of us, you know? Like, we're a really fun place here. Like, we like to really just have chill vibes, no harsh vibes whatsoever. Thanks, love. Oh, yeah, anytime, Brianna. But yeah, you guys, thanks for like spacing out everything. I know you guys don't always like, it's different being on this side of things, but it's an energy exchange. So like if I seem like I'm getting sick of answering the same kind of questions, don't get mad at me. It's just like it becomes draining. So yeah, it's like I don't know. There's some people that like I don't want to say they beat a dead horse, but they ask a lot of questions about the same person, you know? Where it's like, you really want to know if they're peeing right now? Or if they're awake? Like, really? Pendulum, will I get into the cooking class on the 20th of July? Taylor Jones. Thank you, Heaven Brooke. It's funny because I don't even feel like I necessarily have a pretty smile at all. It's more so like, I get by. Okay, so Taylor, I feel like, yeah, you'll get into it, but there may be like one last little piece of paperwork they may call you over to just make sure that everything is copacetic. Like, I don't know if there's something in the paperwork that needs to be signed or if there's like a charge or something they didn't tell you about. But I feel like once you get through that portion of it, you'll be completely fine. But I'm guessing that I think there's a little bit of a hiccup before you get to the place of being in the class, but I see it happening. Only would be going back to school to become an RN be a good would be going back to school be to become an RN be a good decision. I got ya. Yeah, I mean it gives you credibility and dependability essentially. I do think it would be a good decision. I would say follow your first mind. If you think being an RN is what's best for you, I think in your soul you know that's what's best for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, Taylor, that's interesting. Wow, that's really trippy. I felt like a little bit of like a hiccup beforehand. Hey, Bianca J, I don't know if we've met already. My name's Azrael Vicious. Nice to meet you. If you're new here, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, and have a good time in the chat with everybody else. Let's see. Priyanka, that's a pretty name. Hi, Priyanka. Nice to meet you. My name's Azrael Vicious. I do believe this is the first time that I've seen you in here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, and good energy to all of you guys who are in here right now. Like, I really appreciate your attendance, and I appreciate you spending your Sunday night with me. You totally don't have to. You totally don't. But yeah, I feel extremely fortunate to have your time. And yeah, it's funny. I was like debating if I should even come on or not because I was feeling so low in energy. It's like I want to be able to enough for you guys to give you guys answers, but I think I'm gonna have to keep it to like a 4 to 5 question per person kind of thing, just because sometimes like energetically it feels like I just get so drained, you know. And I know, especially venturing into new tools and things, there's going to be a period of calibration where I'm trying to establish a level of strength. Like I know I can do 3 hours on tarot. I know I can do that. But the pendulum thing, it's a stronger connection, but in that same way it feels like it's more high voltage. Well, my family wanted to disown me because of my relationship. Hello, Samurai. Welcome back. I remember you from the other chat. No, a little bit of like a wrinkle to really, really iron out. But they'll wrap their heads around whatever it is that you choose to do or how it is you choose to live your life. At the end of the day, they're your family and they want you to know that they're supportive and they're not going anywhere. Like, yes, there'll be moments of fading support, but it's not out of a lack of love. It's more so out of being scared for your experience. And they just want what's best for you. So they like for you to maybe do whatever's gonna best suit you in society. And I know sometimes we just don't fit in the society. So all I can say is they won't disown you. It's just gonna take a little bit of time for them to like get their hands around what it is that your life is becoming. Hey, Maddie. I'm doing pendulum now, but it's a lot more taxing energetically, so it's weird. I was already tired, so I'm really feeling drained, but I can't stay away. I like love being here, so I guess that's my own problem. How's your night going, Maddie? Anything new? Everything good? I hope. I'm like thankful for it. My little community is amazing. Like I've been so fortunate to get like all the support that I've gotten. I just wish I could get everybody in one place. Like it's funny. I feel like everyone peeks in and then like they run off. And I'm like, no, I wanted you to stay. Thank you. It's a struggle out here, but thank you. Your community makes me feel welcome for once. Well, Samurai, you're totally welcome to come here and chill out, even if you don't want to speak or like ask a question and you just want to chat. Like I have absolutely no issues with you guys using the active chat as a place to say hello to each other, like express grievances, get support, because that's what we're here. That's what we're here for. Especially because I just feel like I was missing a tribe for a really long time and I felt super misunderstood. So to have people that are willing to listen and give good advice back and support, it's really awesome. So like while it's here, use it. Like it's as much open for you guys to use and enjoy as it is for me. Oh yeah, just finished a hard day at work. Yeah, go for it, Priyanka. It's funny because I feel like you guys can tell that like my energy's a little down a little bit. This is great what you're doing. You never know how much you can help someone. Well, that's the idea, right? You put yourself out there to be like a vessel for change and hope for the best. Does Min want a relationship with me? Let's see. So this is different. It's like they do, but I'm not sure if the people around them would accept you or if that would cause static in the relationship. I'm not sure if it's family influence or if it's friends and coworkers or just people that work alongside him. It feels like there is a current of energy there in terms of love, but there's hesitation based upon how it's going to look. So I'm not sure if, I don't know, culturally it can be different things. It can be a matter of gender, it can be that someone's divorced, or, it can be a lot of things. So, but I feel like it has a lot to do with societal norms more so than anything else. Yeah, it's weird. Energetically, this is like the weirdest I've ever felt. Like I feel incredibly lightheaded. Like I was laying down last night and I just like felt my third eye for like the first time in a long time. It was a lot of pressure. Yeah, I do Samar. I have a couple favorites. Um, Now I wear all of them for the most part. So these guys are Moonstone, which are really good for women in general. They help regulate not only your emotions, but they can help with your cycle as well. I wear one in a large stone that I feel is a little bit more masculine and ridged off, and then I wear one that's more feminine. Now this one is a poison ring. So back in the day, you could put your poison in there and drop it into your adversary's drink or food. But I love Moonstone a lot. Other than that, I wear my grandmother's amethyst, which they're like two little round ones on there that are like very deep purple, but they're like perfect little spheres. And then I'd say my favorite one, and it has a lot to do with me returning, because I got it around the time I started YouTube. This is Labradorite. So it's the masculine counterpart to the Moonstone. They're both from the feldspar family, but essentially this guy is a little bit more of an effective stone. This is for keeping it, I'd say, more so ethereal, where this is going to affect you in the real life. Like this keeps energy vampires off of you. It puts you in positions where people who can't stand you, like you'll be forced out. And literally, since we're in this thing, I've been forced out of negative situations that did not benefit me. So all I can say is I don't recommend everyone wear Labradorite unless you are open to drastic change in your life, because this thing is going to literally cause you to look at the root of every issue. Like I've never experienced really anything that felt like a big trigger to my intuition, but I feel like that was like a big catalyst, Well, I get the kids most of July. School shopping squared away in July. I feel like you will, but it's not going to be in the timing you think. Like, I feel like it's all going to happen right before you think you're going to run out of time. So do your best to not worry about it. Focus on getting the small things that you can: notebooks, pen, paper, backpacks, all of that stuff, all the essentials, and just relax a little bit, because there may be a situation where maybe you're waiting on funds or something, but it may be in your best interest because you may end up running into a sale where you're able to clean house and come home with a really good wardrobe, you know what I mean? Something that they can be happy for and you can be happy to pay for without breaking the bank. What's good? Can I ask a question? If Nikki has a crush on you. I got you, Razor Rashawn. Nice to see you again. It's been a while. Razor Rashawn. Does Nikki have a crush on you? She does, but it's budding. It's like introductory stages. So in a lot of ways, I would say if you have any ways to subtly flirt with her, I would totally do it. Like, I would just literally pick out whatever you like the most on her outfit and let her know it looks great. And you might be surprised. But yeah, definitely. Princess Laura. Hey Azrael, does voluptuous basically mean thick or plus size? Isn't it the same thing? Voluptuous is like a compliment. Voluptuous and opulent are like the same thing to me. They both insinuate wealth and like a life of grandiosity. So it's good. It just means that like you got what you need in all the right places. Hey, Lil P, welcome in. Nice to see you again. Oh yeah, anytime, Samar. Feel free to stick around with us too. Like after you guys ask questions, you don't have to run off. Like we love to chat here. Anyone else you suggest for watching on YouTube in type of genre? In what? In tarot or just like in general? Because I watch a lot of stuff. Like I feel like everything else in life, I'm pretty eclectic with what I choose to consume. Um, okay, so I'm a big computer nerd, so I watch a lot of Linus Tech Tips. I watch Zona Tech. I love Albanians, so of course I support the host. Let's see, who else do I watch? From the beauty sector, honestly, I've kind of like been scared off in a lot of ways. Like, there's not a lot of beauty people who produce content that I watch and enjoy. Like, I think the last person I like tried to get into was Alex Faction, and I enjoy his work. I do. My only complaint with him is like, because I have surround sound. Like when people scream and stuff, like I will have to click off the video because it's gonna crack my speakers. So I feel like in that sense, I don't think I'm his target audience. Like I think I'm too old. You know what I mean? Because his editing style is for like a younger person who's losing interest in what's being said. For me, I'm just like shocked by like the loud sound, and I just run and turn off my speakers. But yeah, I don't really watch anyone in beauty, even though I make beauty videos. It's like, but I think that comes from me just being like a working makeup artist. Like I've been doing makeup 8 years, so makeup to me is a lot of things, but it's not dictated to me in taste by the tastemakers of this platform, if that makes sense. Like the trends I follow are completely different. Lil P Radcliffe, do you see me buying a house soon? I do, but I think there's gonna be things to work out. So maybe it's gonna be a situation where like it's a nicer house than you thought you could get, but it requires a lot of work. You know what I mean? Like replacing sheetrock or like insulation. It's gonna be one of those where it's like, oh, this is a headache now, but I know like when it's time to sell this thing, it'll be worth so much more. So I mean, I definitely feel getting into a home in your future. I don't necessarily know that it's like super like soon, but if it's not soon, it's with deliberation. You know what I mean? I don't see you jumping into anything. I see you well planning it out and going from one brick to another. It's made from amethyst. It has a little bit of like a citrine piece to it, I believe. That little bit of yellow in there. Do you think it's easy to learn how to do a natural beat? Yeah, watch my videos, Taylor. Like literally, like I have so many on them, and you can even watch the ones from when I was like 19 or 20. And yeah, literally, like it's all about the amount of pressure you put on your wrist. So, but yeah, turn something on, watch something that feels like it's an attainable look for you, and just follow along. Like you would be surprised how good you could be. I would definitely flirt with her. Yeah, do it, Rashawn, do it. Whatever you must do, just do it. Samar Albano. Will I move to California within the next 2 years? I feel like that's a yeah, and I don't feel any resistance. So it may just be a situation where things kind of just like line up perfectly. Let's see. Oof, my ears are like ringing. Kilo. Alright, I already answered that. And by the way, Kilo, welcome back. Let's see. Okay, sounds good. One last question. Is my friend still involved with her ex? Now, this one I don't know if it'll move, but we'll see. Yeah, it's not moving. It's literally like one of those situations where because it doesn't have any bearing on your life, it's not gonna give you an answer. It like this always happens when people ask like if their ex or their like last boyfriend or someone is talking to an ex person, and you see it's not moving. Like, yeah, I don't think I can answer that one for you, buddy. Well, I must put too much pressure. LOL. Yeah, just enjoy the ride. Life's beautiful. Oh, you're welcome, Keela. Welcome back in. Yeah. I like get so excited when you guys come in here and like keep me company and should chat with me. It makes everything worth it in terms of like the time spent on this platform. Because I mean, there's no guarantee that people are even gonna click, you know. So it's an honor to be joined by you guys. People happen to fart on me on escalators today, and it made me so mad. Like I feel like the universe is mad at me. Maybe the universe is just trying to give you some extra gas somewhere, so you could get to your next destination in life. Is the situation with the kids are going to move forward between us? Kiala. I feel like it will, but it's gonna spark like very, very out of the blue. Like you might just get a random phone call, like, "Oh, what you doing for lunch?" Like that kind of vibe, where it's something that's really, really, yeah, just out of the blue. Like I feel that like really, really hard out of the blue. Yeah. Let me make a big sale off some jeans in July. It's like yes, but only if you're on your A game. It's like about how you start the race, how you continue the race, and then how you choose to end the race. Like you kind of have to like set your intention with that, and essentially set that intention to do well and keep that in mind the entire time in high times and low times. but to remain consistently happy to be working toward your goal. If you can do that, I think you'll produce way more for yourself than you even intended to. But yeah, I have enough, but I feel you. LOL. Okay, well, I asked all my twin choose me over the streets. I don't want nobody effing with me in these streets. Uh, okay, so I feel like they're gonna choose the streets, but like it's due to past history and obligation. So they might have family that's involved in that life and they can't get out of it because they don't want to leave behind loved ones or leave themselves open to that. You know what I mean? It's definitely not like a choice I would make, but I can understand people's plight. Azrael got a really good question. Can I ask the pendulum if I'm slim, thick, plus size, or voluptuous? You're so silly. Yeah, like your channel is so peaceful and inviting. I normally never speak. Well, I'm glad to have the honor to have you speaking because it's like really, really awesome to like meet new people, you know? Thank you, Azrael. Good night. Good night, Samar. I hope you have like a really wonderful night. Like really, really good vibes to you. Wow, that definitely gave me motivation. I'll keep you updated. Please do. Yeah, please keep me updated. I've had a couple people actually come back and be oh, like you told me to reach out to this person and I did, and like things turned out good. I'm like, oh my god, I've only been doing this for a week, so that's really awesome. I mean, I've been doing tarot since 2013, but like publicly for the world to see and criticize, yeah, only about like a week and some change now. Yeah, Rashawn, it feels very, very complex. It's not an easy situation. Like it's almost like I could hear someone explaining reasonings before I got my result, which is really interesting. I got into tarot on accident. I had a friend and group member, so I guess you can call him like a coworker too. But his name was Lucas, and he was very, very much into like occultic things. So he took me to a little shop in Sacramento called Garden of Enchantment, and he took me in there, and he basically wouldn't even stand next to me next to the cards. He's like, go over there, see what jumps out at you, whatever you're called to, just buy it. So that was pretty much like what happened, you know? Oh, Nathan's in here. You guys, everyone in the chat, say hello to Nathan. Nathan is my boyfriend. I love him very much. And he's always like supporting me. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, this man gives up so much time with me because he knows that, like, I have to do this stuff. So please be sweet to him, you guys, because he's literally sharing me with you guys. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he definitely could pull a I want to talk to you, get off the stream, and I'd have to get off the stream, y'all. Like, that's my man. but I but I definitely I appreciate his support because it would be a lot harder to do this if I didn't have it. Kila, we Capricorns are observers. That is very true. Very true. We usually observe before we speak because we want to make sure that we're not going to be speaking in a room full of people who don't necessarily understand this. Has A given up on our journey? Will she come back? Okay, so like it's weird. I feel like she has given up, but it's not permanent. It's like she has to work on herself in a lot of ways. Like, I don't know if she had confidence issues or if she had like body issues, but it just really seems like there's like I see clay, like when someone's like kind of chipping away at it. It's like someone's trying to kind of sculpt out or carve out their lifestyle or the type of person that they really want to be. So I feel like it's more so one of those situations. And she may resurface after she's become like her truest version of self. So I wouldn't feel bad at all about it. Like I would just allow her to go off and improve herself and don't make her feel guilty about it. So that way she can come back to you sooner and not have any residual bad feelings or anything, you know? Have you always been so comfortable speaking on camera? No. No. I have not. If you go and like you look back, when I first started my YouTube in 2011, I used to shoot it on an iPhone with a $5 freaking Walmart mirror in front of a natural window, no lighting, nothing. And like it would just crack me up because I was producing so many videos back then and they were literally on an iPhone. Like now, like when I do makeup videos, I'm shooting them on a big DSLR and it's like 4K quality. Um, but it's weird because it's easier to talk to a webcam than it is to talk to a producing camera because there's at least that human aspect that you guys give it, where I'm literally like just talking to myself the entire makeup video. You know what I mean? Um, so it really just depends. But it's a muscle. I'd even say, Kiala, check out my podcast. It should be actually up here where the little white eye is. There should be like different things or whatever. But yeah, I run a podcast. I co-host it with my friend Shadi. We actually just put out a song too as the host of that show. But yeah, the cool thing about it is, yeah, you kind of get to see my growth and my change in becoming more comfortable on camera. Because it definitely didn't start like this. It definitely did not. And I still feel like I got a long way to go, you know? Happy to, my dear. If it's important to you, it's important to me. Can't wait to see you. Your Cap, when's your birthday? My birthday is January 18th. Well, she and I have a child together, trying to decide on moving on. Okay, Choba, I've tried to answer that question for a couple people. I can't determine pregnancies or like people who are gonna like start families. It gets into a place where I'm interfering with the other person's karma because it's possibility. But like I said, like the best thing you can do is let her go off and improve herself and just have open, warm arms when she comes back. Yeah, it's weird, Kiala. Like I just started using my pendulum again today, like literally today. And in a lot of ways I feel like it's a clear connection to like higher self and getting people what they need. But it's weird. And sometimes like I don't feel like myself. Like I don't know exactly how to explain it. Like for the Scorpios in here, if you look at the Scorpio July reading that I just did, there's like a whole wave of like emotion that comes over me. Like, and it's just really crazy, you know? Like I don't think I've ever felt anything like that. And it's weird because I feel like I'm literally growing in front of all of you. So it's a really interesting place to be in. And I'm just like so thankful for everyone who's here and along for the ride, you know. I had to finally switch legs, like my butt's falling asleep. Wolf has confessed his feelings to me this month. Hello, Peach Love. Nice to meet you. Chill Bill, to be honest, I really feel like she's gonna resurface. But I don't think she's interested in you seeing her unless she's completely like rehabilitated. But that's crazy because I didn't even know that's what she was dealing with. But Essentially, yeah, that's the type of thing she's not going to want to see you while she's relapsing or figuring it out. You know what I mean? She's going to want to come back clean as a whistle. Otherwise, she'd feel embarrassed. Okay, so back to Foz, and if he's going to confess to Peach Love this month. I feel like he's going to, because it's starting to spin, but there's going to be a little bit of reluctance behind it. Like, not reluctance like he doesn't want to tell you, but he's scared of how you're going to react. Like, he may have something really, really touching or emotional to say to you. And I just feel like it's going to be one of those situations where he's really... It's almost like when you get to the meat of the crab, you know what I mean? It's like super vulnerable. Like, they're really, really... really showing you their vulnerable soft side. Do you use tarot in your relationship? I actually don't. I don't even like do tarot for myself. I don't want to know. Like, and I know that sounds crazy, right? But I literally like I won't check up on my own situations because I don't want to deprive myself of being in the moment because I'm someone who's always in my head. But I do like to do it for others. I like butterflies. Hello, I like butterflies. I believe this is the first time we've met. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, and join the chat because everyone here is like super sweet. How do you feel about the zodiac compatibility? What, between me and Nathan? He's a Taurus, I'm a Capricorn. I feel like we're literally like on the same page, in the same book, from the same publishing house, made of the same tree. Like I don't really ever see me losing my cool with him or anything. Like, he completely calms my anxiety. Like, all that like manic, rigid behavior of like me being a Capricorn, he totally can handle. Which is interesting because like I always said I want to like kind of marry a Taurus just because I like how they handle me. Like, how can I explain this? It's almost like I feel like in a lot of ways Tauruses treat, like, they handle with care. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? But it's really hard to find a Taurus that likes you. That's one thing, because I feel like just like Capricorns, there's two versions of Tauruses. There's like the young, wild, and free, and then there's like the, okay, I got it all together, I know exactly what I want to do. Well, when I was younger, Kiala, I always wanted to know. Now that like I'm trying to be more present, I try not to. Do you think it's true to try to go with the flow on all signs to see for yourself? I mean, I always look it up, but I mean, they don't tend to be wrong. I mean, those generalities are generalities for a reason. You know what I mean? Like for me and Geminis, we just can't date. Same with Leos. For Geminis, it's that they like to disappear and think about how they feel. And Geminis, at times, certain Geminis can be very tied to appearances. So like they'll be seen with you, but then they don't want to necessarily invest the emotions, which can be very hard. With Leos, it's a pride thing because I don't have a lot of pride. Like, I have it about like my work ethic, but I have absolutely no pride about like appearance or anything like that, or how things look. And beyond that, like, yeah, it's just different, you know. I just feel like every sign has pros and cons, and like for me, the reason I can't be with Leos is because to me, pride isn't what's most important. Logic is, and I would rather do what's right in the book than do what's right in my head. So I think that's where we differ. But there are some signs where like we get along perfect. Like me and Cancers, I attract a lot of Cancers for friendships, like very naturally. Let's see. Do you feel like you and Nathan are possibly twin flames? I don't, but I believe he's like my karmic soulmate. Like, I think I've already met my twin flame because they were literally like a mirror to all of my best and worst qualities. And what it taught me essentially was that I just didn't want to deal with certain things, or that no one person is worth sacrificing so much of yourself that you do look in the mirror and don't see yourself. You know what I mean? Um, and in a lot of ways, I feel like karmic soulmates are the people that come in at the end to really save the day. It's like once you've learned your lessons, it's like, okay, I can now apply everything that I've learned from my history and move forward in a place of just kind of like eternal calm, which is really nice. Hello, Aneha. I have no idea what you're writing to me. I'm guessing it's probably in Russian, but hello and welcome in. Let's see. I agree. I'm a Taurus and I'm in love with the Taurus. Taurus are strong and can handle our cats. I think Aries are great. Geminis and Cancers are the devil to you. Does this Virgo think you're interested or want a future, like that you like them long term? Let's find out, Daphne. And welcome back in, Daphne. I know I want to say I saw you earlier today. Yeah, he definitely wants a future with you, but he wants to take it slow. Like, he wants to. It's like he enjoys courtship. So it might be someone who, like, really, really puts a lot of precedence on first date, second date, third date, first month anniversary, but it's going to be really cute. Like, I think you'll really be interested in soaking it all in, you know? And I can definitely see that happening with the Virgo. Like, when they like something, they like something. Low P or Cancer, yeah, that makes sense. A lot of my best friends have been Cancers. What's the difference in twin flame and soulmate? Well, twin flame is like a lesson to be learned. It's like there are twin flames that love each other so much that like they stay connected, like to the point like they'll get in new relationships and stay chummy. I've never been that type of person. I feel like you literally get a one and a done with me. It's like either it's all or nothing, you know what I mean? But soulmates are just more open. Soulmates can be your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad. The reason I would equate Nathan to be my karmic soulmate is because I feel like in a lot of ways that expression of deserving each other, I really feel that for him. Like, I feel like we deserve each other. I like butterflies. Am I going to get in a relationship soon? Yeah, I feel like it's going to be one of those. Like, I don't know if you go to school or you deal with people in passing in hallways, but I feel like it's one of those situations. It's like, while handling the mundane or like things that are really mandatory, you kind of bump elbows with someone really like that you feel like is your own speed or that really gets you. And there should be like a vague sense of feeling like you've met them before, even though they're new. Low P Rit laugh. May I have a message? Yeah, what are you curious about? Yes, I came back on and I was like, wow, he's still here. Yeah, I'm always here. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, butterflies, always. So, message for Low P for love. I got ya. So, let's see what you need to know. Ooh, King of Bones. So, I gotta go to the last page for that one. Ugh. Almost dropped these guys. But here we go. Spirit of the Father Crocodile, a man who cherishes tradition, family life, balance amongst various factions, and low sensitivity. So in general, it'll be someone who's like almost like a power player, or like someone who just has a lot of material value in the world. Maybe he like owns his own business. Maybe he's someone who manages a large team. But I just get that vibe. And essentially, it's going to be someone who doesn't want to pull you away from your obligations, or not even obligations, but your aspirations to be traditional and to have a family. Like, it's not something you'll have to force them to do at all. Taylor Jones. Is my boyfriend serious when he speaks on our future? Oh, you're welcome, butterflies. He's serious. And it's like, I don't even get any, like, I feel like he almost like says it a lot to the point where you like don't believe him. But I feel like he says it a lot to remind you so it can stay front of mind. Like, not so that you can question him, but just so that you know, just in case something were to happen to him. But yeah, that's what I feel. Hi, Hala. Welcome back in. Are you guys cool if I take like a little like 2 to 4 minute break? I just want to like give my brain a chance to like chill out for a second. It's interesting. I was like watching stuff on Tyler Henry. Just, I don't know why, I just was. But like a couple weeks ago, like when I still worked at my last day job or whatever, um, someone told me that I reminded them of him, and I'm like, how? And the lady's like, I don't know, it's just your vibe. Like, you remind me of him. And she's like adamant about it. So I just thought that that was pretty interesting, you know? Oh, I got you, Neha. See ya. Show me the situation as it is, or is it energy? Hala, can you tighten up your question a little bit? I'm not exactly sure what this is. I'm trying to piece it together, but I'm struggling a little bit. Aniha, for you, I think that's a pendulum question. There we go. Aniha, does he love you? Okay, so it's like he does, but he's stubborn about it. Like, he's not going to tell you until it's way past the point of you knowing. Um, it just seems like someone who would rather show you their love via, like, love language. Like, maybe, like, just making sure that you're taken care of, that you're fed, that you're getting a ride to and fro so that you're safe. It's like that kind of support and love. But yeah. Oh, okay, I get it, Hala. I like read over it a couple times. So essentially, tarot cards could be either or. It could be how to resolve a situation or general energy. It just depends on how it is that you actually ask the question. Love, love, love. Tyler, he seems really sweet. Yeah, he seems so warm. Like, really warm. Oh, God. Goddess. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, goddess, you can meet someone who's like an older male who will help you with career and finances, but it might come at a cost. Oh god. I just heard that stupid song from like the night. That booty, that booty. Girl, it might be too expensive. I'm just saying. Let's see. Hello, hi Lainey, welcome back. May I ask, how does George feel about you? Yeah, let's do it. Ooh. So this is the Moon of Illusion. The world under the waters, the dark parallel reality, the realm of the unconscious, illusions and uncertainties, ambiguity, world of dreams and visions. I feel like he literally daydreams about you, Eleni. Like you're on his mind. Like just like how he's sitting there passing the time by, like working throughout whatever he needs to do. It looks like he's holding a pinnacle, like a coin or a drum. But either way, it's like you're stirring up something inside of him. So it's a really beautiful way to kind of see things, you know? Have you ever thought of doing medium readings? You know, to be honest, Taylor, I have no idea the extent of what I'm capable of. So, like, for example, the pendulum thing today. I tried that, and I kid you not, that first stream that I did today, or actually it was stream number 2, um, that was, I want to say, 70% of what people wanted. And people were like, oh my god, this is so spot on. And it was just a very, very like shocking moment for me because it like I literally it been months since I gotten to use that thing, and it's like to feel like you're getting or being a vessel for information. um it's weird because I feel like I'm just making conversation, but I don't know where it's coming from. So like I know that I'm pulling energetically like ties and things from you guys, and that's how we do it, but it's just interesting to be able to actually be that vessel, because if you know me, you know that I'm not typically someone who's even super like emotional. I am empathic, but I tend to be rather reserved, you know what I mean? Should you text Hazim again? I guess I'll pendulum it. So okay, so like what I'm getting is that it's not necessarily anything that he wouldn't be irritated to hear from you, but he would like much rather he would much rather hear from you one, you know, it's not, he doesn't like a lot of touch and go communication. It's like he would rather talk to you once a day and get that hour in with you where it's like a deep dive, as opposed to like going throughout the day and getting a phone call every couple hours. Like, so just keep that in mind. Like, you don't want to like run them off, you know. Hi, Azrael. I'm bringing a special guest in to say hello to you. Ooh, Tati, I'm excited. Who is it? I'm gonna like freak out. Shut up! Oh my god, shut up. I'm like freaking out right now. Really, Legendary? You really up inside my stream right now? Like, you gotta let me read for you or something, please. Like, wow, Tati, what a way to pick up my energy, too. I was feeling like energetically drained, and I just got like a jolt. Wow, I cannot believe this right now. Like, how lucky am I? I had like Tyler Tarot in here the other day, and I was like freaking out. I'm just like so thankful to this community. It's just really trippy. Wow. Thanks. Thanks for like the warm welcome, you guys. Like literally, you guys like guided me into this community. Like, you guys were telling me what to do and what to title things and how to be seen. So it's really nice. Yeah, freaking out. Super freaking out. It's just cool to feel like, you know, you're rubbing elbows with people inside a community, especially when you admire those people, or like you can see how hard those people work. I got a dream. He's texting me again. Will this dream come true? Let's see. This guy. Thanks for being here. Liked and subscribed. Thank you. I like super appreciate that. All right, Hala, let's see. Will your dream come true? So normally, right side's gonna mean yeah, left side will mean no. Sometimes, like, if it's an inappropriate question, spirit won't move at all, which I think is, like, hilarious. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. I feel like things can happen for you, especially in terms of, like, manifestation of dreams, but I think it's almost, like, tied to how you daydream in a way. Kind of like how people tell you to, like, plan for the worst, but I would say it's the opposite. Like, plan for the best. Just because I really feel, like, pretty joyous energy in general, you know? But it's something that's going to take a little bit of time to, like, manifest itself in the physical form. My cheeks are red from smiling. I love this room. Yeah, I love this room too. We just want to say hi and give a quick, like, well, thank you, Tati. Thank you, Legendary Tarot. I really, really appreciate you guys. Like, literally, like, my energy was low, like I said, and you guys totally made my night. So thank you. Thank you for popping in. Oh, yeah, anytime, Hala. Raspberry, hey, welcome in. It's been a while since I've seen you. I feel like it's been like 2 or 3 days. Hey, Nancy, welcome in. Happy July, my magical. Aw, thank you. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I'm like, you know, I'm just over here trying to, you know, get on your level. Oh my god, time flies so fast. Yes, it flies incredibly fast. I like your vibes a lot. Oh, thank you. Well, if you ever see me live, like, feel free to hop in and chill out with us. Hang in there. It's the eclipse playing with us. Yeah. It's funny. I do feel like energetically there's like a shift or something happening because I'm just experiencing a lot of change lately. Keep it going. Good to catch you for a bit. Bye, everyone. Will you tell me if his name still loves you? We'll see what it says. It's like yes, but with the heavy heart. Like, I don't know if you guys have had, like, challenges or, like, tribulations as a couple, but it's like a love of, like, almost reverence or respect. Like, you guys have just been through a lot of stuff, you know? But that's more so what I feel. Can we check up on my boo? He's Pisces, and he's probably sulking right now. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so this is number 5. The priest warrior of the path of shadows, spiritual power, new ideals and secrets unveiled. So he's just in a place of, like, self-discovery. Like, he's sulking now, but there'll be enlightenment and new things to come out of it. It doesn't have to be a situation where he's literally sitting there purely saddened. I think he's just taking stock of his life. And I think he'll emerge successful from it, you know? Can you tell me if things will work out between me and Sean? I feel like they will, but a big key to you guys working out is hopping in with very, very little expectation of each other and just really, really being in the moment and being spontaneous. I think that if the two of you can remain lighthearted and agile, you'll be completely fine. Sweet raspberry. I think that's a pendulum question. Perfect. So I feel like you'll hear from, but it's gonna be a little bit of time in between. I want to say like, I don't know why I'm feeling like it's gonna be like 2 or 3 days, but it's gonna be after he's overcome something. It could be weeks. I just see 2 or 3. I always assume that it's days because I think that it would be local because they're asking time frame, but who knows? I just tell you what comes out of my brain. But keep me posted. I want to know. I do want to know. That I do. You guys, I'm like freaking out right now. Like, you don't understand. Like, I like literally like, what is this real life? Did Legendary Tarot really just come in here? Like, what is happening? I'm just like so thankful to you guys. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday night with me, or maybe some Monday morning in some parts of the world. I don't know where you guys all are, but I'm super thankful. Sophia Montoya, hello. Welcome in. I don't believe we've met yet. My name's Azrael. It's nice to meet you. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I kind of like go live all the time. And if you get a question answered, don't forget to thumbs up. Oh, that's amazing, Raspberry. Like, literally, I hope that one day, like, I can just turn this on and before I can even, like, pop up, like, there's good conversation and good vibes happening before I can even press the go live button. Like, I just really want there to be a community for all of us, you know? Because I don't necessarily know where I fit. I feel like a very awkward puzzle piece. Like, I haven't found exactly in this larger platform, like where it is that I'm gonna succeed. Obviously, like tarot and things like that are like what's doing the most numbers, and I'm thankful for that. And I'll continue to do that if that's the trajectory of my channel. That's just the way it's gonna go. Like I don't fight against the universe, but I just find it really sweet to experience so much love, you know. Just subscribe and thumbs up. Looking forward to checking out more of you. Thank you so much, Nancy. My channel is really, really playlist based. There's like makeup videos, there's talks about mental health, there's podcasts, there's music, there's even like older videos from like 2011. So it's a really, really fun place to like just binge and get to know, I guess, like the span of all the fun things I've done before I've come to this place, I guess you could say. Yeah, Sophia, go ahead and drop a question. Can you do an energy check on Azrael? How do you feel? He's heavy drinking and heavy smoking. Let's see. Hi, Joan. Welcome in. Yeah, he's indulging. Laura, to be honest, I would give it space. Sometimes the best thing you can do in a situation where someone is really, really playing with the value or the trajectory of their life is to slowly back away. Sometimes when people realize that it's this thing or it's this relationship, sometimes they can come out of it. But if not, you have to be okay with just letting him kind of scrape his knee, you know what I mean? Joan K, may I ask how M feels for me? Yeah, you can. Aww. So you bring out his inner child. Like, it's about being vulnerable but still being empowered. So you bring out a really good side of him where he can have a good time, but he still feels like a man at the same time. It's like he has no qualms about being vulnerable in front of you. I love that, Joan. I love it. Taylor Jones, will my date I plan for my boyfriend go well tomorrow? Well, later on today. Yeah, it's gonna take you guys to a new place. This is all about transformationism or transcending. So it's gonna bring you guys closer, but it's gonna be interesting because, especially if you're planning on doing, like, I think you said cooking. Cooking is one of those things that really, really shows you how you work as a team. I just feel like in general, like working in the kitchen, it lets you know if you can work alongside this person for the rest of your life or if they just need to get the hell out of your kitchen. You know what I mean? And I think cooking is going to be really cute because and I just have like so much joy right now, but I can see, I can see the excitement of seeing how useful you guys can actually be for one another because food brings everyone together. You know what I mean? All right. Sophia Montoya, will new love come toward me soon? I feel like that's a pendulum. Okay, so in a lot of ways, I feel like love is already kind of like in front of you. I don't know if there's been recent suitors that you're kind of like not so interested in, but I would actually say take the date, take the coffee, take the dinner, have the conversation and see if there's anything there. Just because I really, really feel like in terms of you, Sophia, there's like there's a diamond in the rough right next to you somewhere. Like you need to almost like close your eyes and go off a vibration. But it's weird. I feel like you've already met the person that like wants to love you hard. Oh, okay. I don't know where that came from, but wow. um, Low P Radcliffe, is my ex Gemini happy we're not together? No, not happy. Um, I almost feel like a sense of regret, but it's crying over spilled milk. It's not necessarily anything he can do about it now. Whatever he did to lose you was bad enough to leave such a taste or such an effect to where there are pieces of the picture that just can never be picked back up after it's been fragmented. Or like the idea of like, wow, okay, I'm getting like a second message. Okay. So in Japanese culture there's this clay animation thing that they it's not animation, it's clay bowls that have been shattered and they'll repurpose them and reline them with gold. And I think the only way that he can actually like come back and be with you and be happy is to put the gold in between the cracks. So he needs to make up for and reinforce the damage or the trust that's been broken. But yeah, that's what I feel. Oh, thank you. I love you too, Taylor. Sophia, now you got me real excited. Yes, yes. That's why we're here. We're here to get excited about life. Hi, Becky. Welcome in. Welcome back. I remember you. Thank you. Yeah, this is all new to me. Like it's just very interesting. It's like learning to speak without editing yourself. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, back to why I was watching Tyler Henry videos. Apparently they like strapped his brain to like a machine as he was like interacting with people, and there's like a brain effect that happens where a part of the brain lights up, a part of the brain goes to sleep. And I can totally identify with that like weird feeling of like you can feel something's going on. It's a little foreign, but I just thought that was really interesting for him to say. Hey Tari, welcome back. Like Tari's one of the OGs, like literally one of the people from the original streams. Nice to see you. I've had like the craziest stream. Like Tati brought Legendary Tarot in here, so it's been all good vibes. Yes, Sophia, go for it. Also, Tari, I'd say axe yours as well. I'm gonna say I want to try to close this out in the next 5, you guys. I need to actually go like find food and all of that good stuff. Hello. Is the girl Zealand showed me his actual girlfriend? Yeah, he's being honest. That's his girlfriend. They're very early on, though. Like, it's not anything that's, like, months and months and months deep. Very, very fresh. But he was honest with you. And I don't feel that there's any deception or anything behind it that makes it feel any less authentic than what it is that he brought to you. You know, weird things happen every day. Will Nico contact me soon? Or at all, as a matter of fact. Yeah, Tari, just let it play out. You know, it may seem weird now, but if they're meant to be, they're meant to be. If they're not meant to be, then there'll be something about her that might leave a nasty enough taste in his mouth to make him come back. It's like, you know, you never really know what you have until you have something in reference. And I don't know if he's someone who's dated a lot of people, but a lot of people feel like the grass was greener until they actually get experience and recognize that like people are malleable, we make mistakes, and then, you know, we make comebacks. So nothing bad about it. Sophia, for you, I feel like Nico's definitely gonna contact you. Like, for sure. Now this has a really wide circling. So I don't know why, but I feel like that's like 2 to 3 months. And if we're just getting into July, I feel like that's September. I don't know why. I never got like a time frame before, but I try to decode what I see, and that's the information that came forward. So I'd say just make note of it, see what happens, see when he contacts you, and keep me posted because I want to know. Oh yeah, anytime. Thank you so much for spending like all this time with me. Like literally, I have enjoyed myself so much tonight. Like, I don't know. It's very weird. Like, I'm tired, but on an energetic basis, I'm so happy. Like, you guys literally give me purpose, so I'm super, super thankful. That's weird, Tari. Well, you know, it happens all the time, you know. You just need to let things play out, Tari. Sometimes you meet each other so that you can establish a friendship, and maybe later on down the line things will happen. But don't put too much gravity on it. Also, don't do anything that will give you any bad karma. Remain his friend and remain appropriate as his friend, because there's a lot to be said about someone that acts and moves with integrity. So just stand in that. But other than that, you guys, I am about to finally call it a night. I love you all. Thank you so much for keeping me company tonight. I'm going to be back up in the morning, and I'm still aiming to do 3 streams a day. So I managed to get 3 done today, and that's the same hope for tomorrow. So I enjoy my time with you guys, and I really hope to see you all tomorrow. So have a good night, get some good rest, eat a good meal, and I will see you all very soon.